Okay. Sorry about that sudden cutoff. I programmed my video recorder to cut me off at about 10 minutes that I'm not going over. As I was saying, right, server-side authentication. It's a nice new feature Microsoft is starting to pull out. Granted, it's been around for a while, I'm just saying. They're starting to use it more often, especially with games titles such as Section 8, Red Faction Guerrilla, both of which use server-side authentication, which means um, there's a code that you get with every game. It's your licensing key. Any game that's got Games for Windows Live, like I've got here, Lost Planet Colonies. It's a good game. Um, this one supports cross-platform, so you can play both PC gamers and Xbox gamers, which is nice. It does support live. Um, right here. A lot of people seem to miss this. They look for the entire logo at the top. That doesn't get you in the door for live. Live, you have to look for the actual live insignia right there. Now, some of them will actually have a big live orange button on the side, which is even better. Other titles that have live that don't necessarily have the server side, like Lost Cana doesn't have that. Doesn't have server side authentication. What server side authentication means is that it takes the licensing rights and ties it to your actual gamer, like the account, so that no one else can use the licensing on another account so they can play the game. Colonies does not have that, and a good portion of the other live titles for the PC don't, but Section 8 and Red Faction do, and they are starting to come out with that with more and more games now. It's just to prevent piracy, because really, granted, yeah, sure, it's nice to be able to get a game for free, but you're hurting the developers, and they don't want to be able to put it on the PC. This is why PC gaming has been suffering, is because everyone sits there and complains that Microsoft and the PC Gaming Alliance hasn't really done much for gaming. Hello, look at Steam. Look at Live. Live's getting better. Steam has been going strong. There are lots of titles for PC. Granted, some of them don't have Live. That's just the way it is. Certain games will not have Live. They have to be able to meet a certain criteria. Some of them don't. It happens. With the way that Live works, especially for PC gaming, it allows you to go online for free. It's not like the Xbox. The Xbox you have to pay for access to the net. It's just like PS3. Live for PCs, exactly like the PS3, in regard where you don't have to pay for Live. The only thing you ever have to pay for on the Live services is points, if you want to be able to use points on Live, just like the 360 does. And PS3, if you want to be able to use PlayStation Network points. With PC gaming, Steam has revolutionized it considerably. Live is going to be doing that very shortly. They're slowly getting better and better. Like, if you look at, if Steam's been out since, like, what, 03, 04, maybe even older. Someone will probably quote me on that. Somebody will fix that for me. But Steam's been out for a while. Steam, back in the day, yeah, sure, it was glitchy just like Live is right now. Live is slowly getting better. It's just the fact that Live's only been out since, what, 2005? And, of course, there's going to be bugs like any new computer system. Like, it's just a server that they're using. The connection is there. It's strong. It's slowly getting better. And with PC gaming, it's the more renewable device to go for. Like, if you want to go PC, sure, you have to spend a lot. But I figure the way it is if you want to, the whole saying is just like the same with cars: go big or go home. And it's true for gaming. If you want to go far, go big. PC does have its finer points, especially with the fact that um, the graphics are much, much better on a PC, especially if you have high-end video hardware. Like if you get like an ATI 5000 series card, the new ones, they're nice. They make the games look beautiful. Um, but some people will turn it down just so that they can run faster. That's fine. It's your choice. With the consoles, you don't have the ability to turn down the graphics. The only thing that suffers on the consoles end is the actual multiplayer capabilities. Most of them run anywhere from 8 to, I believe it's 18, 8 to 24 players, whereas PC, it goes even more. At least for some common titles, especially with live. PS3 is actually going to break that considerably, especially with MAG coming out. MAG, you can have one game session with 256 players online at one time. That's insane. When I saw that at E3, I was sitting there blown away about the fact that they can even try to do something like that. I just know the latency is going to be so bad. Just because of the fact that everybody's connection is going to be like very laggy half the time. 256 people online in one game is nuts. But anyway, back to the 360 because I've been talking about PC and PS3 like there's no tomorrow. With Xbox 360, they've got games on demand, which is nice. It's the new downloadable service that's available, and it allows you to download your games right off of live service instead of having to go buy a disc. Now back with the disc thing with Darkness, well, same Revelation. He and I share the same name, so I have to go by pseudonames. With disc-based PC, sure, there are not a lot of titles left nowadays that are disc-based like the consoles do. It's just with PC, it's much more so that you can get the titles off of Steam, direct-to-drive, stuff like that. And the servers, they run on just about anything. With Xbox and PS3, they have to make discs because not everybody's connected to the internet, right? So that's why they make disc-based ones. With the PC, almost always it's connected to the internet. That's the main source for the internet for most people is their computer. And then there's other people that have internet for the PS3 and Xbox. And back to the PS3 for one little tidbit. The actual browser that's built in, it's not bad. Like, it could be a little bit better. It's actually built off of Opera, surprisingly. It's built out. Sony went to Opera for their software technology for it, which very well could be owned by Sony. I don't know for sure, but according to the video streaming sites I go to sometimes, it says you're running Opera. But anyway, back with with the Xbox 360, it has live. It's probably the biggest one growing. PS3 is getting up there. It's not as big as live, but live is currently the biggest next to the PC because PC's always gonna beat it no matter what. Like, 'cause you have to think, there's a lot of hardcore PC gamers out there. Granted, live may have huge amounts of console and PC gamers as it is, but you have to consider a small title for PC gamers. There's other servers out there. A lot of people are using them. World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 11. What else is using? Well, for MMOs, I don't know. I guess you could say Elder Scrolls 4 if it has online, but I'm not sure. But with other things, I think with the PC, you have different operating systems, different software drivers. The Xbox and the PS3, they both do get periodic updates. And with updates, the PS3, it's not that bad for updates, like, say, Revelation says, in the event that it does have updates. The Xbox is no worse. they both have their periodic updates. PS3 is